Morning. I want to jump on here, tell you a little story. Now, back in my wild days, I guess, occasionally I would frequent a nightclubs. Well, anyways, one night I met an old gal. We hit it off, I guess. So we decided to meet there the next week. So I made it the next week, and we met up. I sat down, we was talking, and something hit the table. I didn't know what it was. I just said, "What was that?" She said, "Oh, it's my ex-boyfriend." I said, "Well, you want to be with him?" She said, "No, I want to be with you." I said, "Okay. Well, you best not grow nothing else." About that time, something hit the table again. He was chunking beer top bottles, I guess, caps. But I guess I had a little temper. I didn't know who it was or what he looked like or anything, so I jumped up and finally figured out who it was. So I grabbed him by the collar and took him outside, I thought. So I hit the door, and there was a room before he went outside, and there stood 4 big cops and a manager of the club. Well, needless to say, they grabbed me and was holding me. I was thinking, oh Lord, I guess I'm going to jail. Then the old manager came up and started choking me. He said, "See what it looks like to be choked." I didn't say anything. I just, let it go. But I wasn't choking the guy. I just had him by the shirt collar. We'll take him outside. But anyway, they finally took me outside. I was thinking, I wasn't saying anything during this time. I was thinking, well, I guess I'm going to jail. But towards the parking lot, instead of going to the parking lot, they went to an alley. I didn't know what they was doing, but here come another little short cop, about 5'4" maybe. Came up and popped me in the head with what's called a slapjack. And that woke me up real good, and I got pissed. Now, I said, wait a damn minute, I'm a cop too. So you should have seen them. They started dusting me off, apologizing, said, "Hey man, you know how it is?" I said, "No, I don't." But anyway, needless to say, they took me back up to the club and let me in. And every time I'd go to the club after that, there was no charge. They was super nice. But when I went back in, the old girl said, well, he'd be waiting on you in the parking lot with him and his 2 buddies. I said, well, hold my jacket. But he wasn't. So I guess